In this video I'll be showing you the different kind of gemstone settings that we do in jewelry, and I have given the introduction in my last video about what a gemstone setting means. I hope you have watched it, and if not, please go back to the part 1 so that you will understand their complete series. There are more than 12 kind of settings that are commonly used in jewelry, but out of those around 5 to 7 settings are most popular. The others are not so popular. Well, I will be talking about only those settings which are related to a common man's life, people like you and me. Okay, the basic things that you should know about a gemstone setting. Our first setting is the prong setting, where you will see only the stone on the top, and the stone is holded on the base through prongs or claws. There are wire attached or soldered at the base, and we hold the gemstone through the prongs. There are many variables in these settings. You can have more than one prongs, which is more than one claw on the top. This is an example, and this is an example of multiple prongs. You can have some designs over the prongs, and you can have a fancy prong like this. Many variables, but the basic setting is known as prong setting. Our next setting is the basal setting. In this setting, you have a border of metal all around the gemstone, and it is very secured from all the sides. It's basically like a wall around the gemstone. You can either have a broad bezel, like there can be more, or you can have something really sleek, something like this. Mostly in basal setting, the stone is set very low and it is fully open from the back. Basal setting is one of the most popular settings, especially for men jewelry and for gemstones which are cabochon in cut. The next in the list is Pave setting. Pave setting is where you have small gemstones or stones which are set in a series, and they share the setting with each other. One prong is shared between two stones for the setting, and usually it is in an array or in a line or set together. One of the most common variation of the Pave setting is the micro Pave setting, where you have the plate on an area and you just drill holes and set the gemstones on it. Usually Pave setting is done for small size gemstones, and they are set with small minute grains of metal on them. Next setting that we use very commonly is the cluster setting. In cluster setting, we combine different sizes and shapes of gemstones and we set them together as a cluster. A good example of cluster setting is this ring. This is another example of cluster setting, where you have the center opal in prong setting, and then you have flowers around it in cluster setting. Last setting that I want to mention today is the channel setting, where you have a channel of metal on both the sides. The stones are set in the center, and then the metal is pressed over the edges so that the stone do not come out and they are secured. The channel setting is very popular for wedding and engagement ring. There are also other settings like tension setting, pressure setting, invisible settings, but these are not very common, especially when we make customized jewelry. In next video, I will tell you the advantages and disadvantages of the various settings that we have discussed in this video, and I will also tell you which one should you choose under your circumstances. So don't miss the next video. If connected, and remember to share it with your friends.